So that's when Big Jack turned tail and run. There I was, boys, alone in the middle of Main Street, plumb surrounded by 3 of the worst bounty hunters in the West. Shoot their own kin for 6 bits and a worn-out saddle. And there I stood my ground. And they was a-coming, step by step, moving in for the kill. I had my old double-barrel flintlock stuck in my belt, just waiting for them to make the move. And sure enough, they did. Boom, boom! And when the smoke had all cleared, all 3 of them are stretched out in the street, cold in an icicle on the end of your nose.
Ah, come on, Salty. How could you kill 3 fellas with only a double-barrel flintlock pistol?
Well, if you wasn't so all-fired busy going no place, Bobby Dan, the fella might get a chance to finish what he's telling you.
Well, go on, finish it.
Oh, well, yeah, I waited till 2 of them got in line, one right behind the other. And that big old bullet went plumb through them both.
Salty, I bet you're the biggest liar in Sunville. Every time a paper comes to town with the name of some outlaw fella in it, you claim you know him. Just like today, you read where this Big Jack robs a bank in Silo, and you come up with another humdinger.
It's the truth?
Hogwash. We've been listening to your stories for 15 years, and we don't believe none of them.
Well, why do you listen to them?
'Cause we ain't got nothing else to do.
What do we do first? Bank draft, a bath, or a beer?
Oh, you can always get a bath or a bank draft.
My sentiments exactly. Hey, doll.
Can I get you a drink, honey?
Hey, yeah, we'll have a beer, a couple of beers.
Coming right up, big fella.
You used to call me a liar and everything. Guess who's sitting right over there? Go on, guess who?
I don't know.
Big Jack, that's who.
Oh, stop it, will you?
I'm telling you, that's Big Jack.
Then why don't you go on over and say howdy?
Oh, well.
Go on.
Well, I would, but he'd probably pretend he didn't know me. Him being embarrassed and all, about running out on me that way.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Go on. Go on. Come on, fellas. Go on.
Big Jack, long time no see.
Huh?
Oh, come on, Jack. Don't pretend you don't know old Salty. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I'll buy you a beer for old time's sake, Jack.
Look, old-timer, I think you mistook me for somebody else. My name's Cartwright.
Oh, still using those phony aliases, yeah? You always was one for picking funny names. About time you come to pay me a visit.
Look, I don't know whether this is some sort of a joke or what, but I ain't that Big Jack feller. We're just passing through. We got some business at the bank, and then we'll be on our way.
Oh, you don't have to worry. You're among friends here, Jack. How much you getting that job at Silo?
Look, old-timer, I'm going to tell you one more time. I ain't never had a job in Silo. Now, big I am, but Jack, I ain't. Old-timer, you ought to go a little easy on that booze when he's Hot summer afternoons. Come on, Ken. Let's go to the hotel and get that bath.
Where are they?
Over at the hotel, taking a bath.
All right, Sheriff, get over there and arrest them.
Well, what? There ain't no law against taking a bath.
Don't talk dumb. Arrest them for robbing the bank in Silo.
I don't even know that they done it.
We seen the money, and Salty here told us who they was.
How about it, Salty? Is that fella Big Jack?
Big as life.
What are you gonna do?
Only thing I can do. Retire.
Retire? You can't retire.
The hell I can't.
Now, look here. We pay you to be the law in this town.
And on what you pay me, I couldn't even afford to bury myself.
Well, if that's all that's worrying you, we'll chip in and take care of everything.
That's mighty big of you, but the federal officer will be by in about a month. He'll take care of everything.
Hold it, Sheriff. Boys, what do you say we double the sheriff's salary?
Sure.
There you are, Sheriff.
I hope this is all right, sir. This is the best we've got.
Oh, it's fine. Fine.
Oh, good, good.
Bed's real nice.
Oh, good, good.
Could we get some hot water and a couple of tubs?
Hot water and tubs? That'll take a little while.
Don't like how long?
I'll make that water boil as fast as I can, but you know the way water is. It's water.
Yeah, so it is. How long?
Half hour?
Yeah, that's just fine.
Oh,
Why don't
good,
you
good.
get right on it and get started on it?
Yeah, and if you gentlemen want anything at all, just pull this service bell here.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot your key, Mr. Cartwright.
Hey. Did you see that?
What?
Fella gave me this key and he winked at me.
So maybe he likes you. So what happened in that saloon, I'm not going to be surprised by anything that happens in this town. Big Jack?
Oh, come on. That old fella just mistook me for a friend or something.
Did you see the way those people looked at you when that money fell out of your saddlebag like you were a bank robber or something?
Hey, yeah. You know something, Candy? Maybe we ought to go down and get that bank draft right now. A lot of people know how much cash we got on us.
Why not? We won't have any water for a half hour anyway.
Yeah.
They're coming out!
I've seen some dead towns in my day, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Hey. Come here, boy. Here, boy.
Friendly, too.
Yeah. Well, let's get on down to the bank. Closed for lunch?
No, closed. Closed.
Can't be more than 1 o'clock.
We close early on holidays.
Oh. Is today a holiday?
I don't think so.
Me neither. What holiday?
Good Tuesday.
Good Tuesday. It's a new one on me.
Me too. Maybe it's a local holiday. Maybe that's why it's so quiet around here.
Yeah. Well, we ain't gonna get nothing done here today. Might as well go get that bath, huh?
Yeah.
We can get what we want in the morning. Come on.
And that's the last thing he said. We'll get what we want in the morning. What are we gonna do?
Keep the bank closed till they get, that's what.
Won't do no good.
Why not?
Big Jack don't care if that bank's closed. You'll blow the front door off in it tomorrow.
If we could only get that federal marshal in time.
Well, you can't unless you can get Big Jack to wait 4 weeks before he robs the bank.
And then what are we gonna do?
Look, Sully, this Big Jack's a friend of yours. Now, why don't you go over the hotel and ask him not to rob the bank, just for old time's sake?
Now, hold on a minute. I don't know no Big Jack.
What? We know you know him. We seen all that money he stole with our own eyes.
I don't give a darn what you saw, Bobby Dan. You're the one that said I was a liar and didn't know nobody. Well, fine. As far as I'm concerned, gentlemen, I don't know nobody. And you can just get yourself out of this mess with that old salty.
Ha! Oh, boy. I didn't know a hot bath could feel so good, did you?
Me neither. I had enough dirt on me to grow grass.
Hey, pull that dealie over and get that fella to come up and bring us some more hot water.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm sort of glad that bank wasn't open. This way we'll get to sleep in a nice soft bed tonight.
You rang?
Yeah. Wondered if you could bring us some more hot water.
Certainly. It's boiling and ready to go.
Oh, friend. And a happy good Tuesday to you, too.
Thank you.
You know, for a little hotel, that's the best service I ever did see. Oh, boy.
You sign in, I'll get your room keys in a few minutes. I've got to get some hot water first.
Hold it! We're tired, and we want those keys now.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you'll have to wait. For your information, the gentleman who's waiting for that hot water is none other than Big Jack. Big Jack. A wise move.
Big Jack, huh? Now, that's what I would call a real strange coincidence. Wouldn't you, Sid?
I sure would, Big Jack. I surely would.
That's ketchup. This is what I call a breakfast.
Why don't you drink it out of the bottle?
It's good on egg, Joe. Try it sometime. That burnt 9:15 already. I guess we all get off that bag, huh?
Yeah.
You know, room service, first time I ever had it. Spoil a fella. I think I'll get Hop Sing to bring my breakfast up to me every morning.
You kidding? Hobson couldn't carry your breakfast.
Howdy.
Morning.
After you.
No, after you.
Kind of a quiet town, ain't it? Yeah.
Say, don't I know you?
I don't think so.
You look familiar. I just can't place it.
Wouldn't be a fellow by the name of Big Jack, would it?
Big Jack? He's a tall, handsome John.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he don't look nothing like you.
Bank's still closed.
Why'd they be closed today for?
I don't know. Maybe it's Good Wednesday.
You fellas know what's going on around here?
No, we're strangers in town, just passing through.
Why don't we go down to the saloon? Maybe they can tell us if they're going to open up later.
Yeah, It's a good idea. You two fellas are waiting for this bank to open, you can forget it. The only way to get in there is break in.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, see you.
So they think he's Big Jack. No, Sid. I just may kill him and collect my own reward.
Beer. Hey, friend, do you know where they want to open that bank today? Why not? Well, we've wasted enough time around here. I don't like to do it this way, but don't seem we got no choice. Come on.
What do you suppose they're gonna do?
They're gonna get dynamite and blow in the front of the bank. That's what. They're gonna take our life savings. That's what. Solly, it's your last chance to help us. Will you talk to Big Jack?
Big who? I didn't catch the last part of that name.
All right, you stubborn old coot. Have it your way. All right, men. Now, we can't let him get away with it. I want you to go to your houses, get your guns. We're gonna surround that hotel, and when they come out, they're gonna fill them full of more holes than a wormy apple. What'd you say?
Now, man, wait a minute. You can't just shoot them down. I mean, well, that's murder.
Ain't nothing of the sort. They're wanted men, ain't they? Well, ain't they?
Well, yeah, but...
Well, that's settled then.
Maybe I can go over there and just talk them into leaving. Yeah, I could probably do that.
Well, why didn't you do that in the first place?
Well, I was going to. I was just fooling. I was just funning a little, that's all. I'll go right over there now.
Hey, wait a minute. Seems kind of funny to me you being anxious to help all of a sudden.
Well, I told you I was just fooling.
Oh, I know what you told us. You told us this fella used to be a friend of yours.
Well, so?
So, maybe he's such a good friend, you don't want nothing to happen to him. Maybe you're in on this bank job with him?
No, that's just plain silly.
Maybe it is, and maybe it ain't. But we can't take chances, right, men?
Right.
Right. Now, first, I want you men to get your guns. Solly, I want you to talk to your friend, get him to give himself up, and we'll keep him locked up here for a month till the marshal gets here.
Well, why can't I just go over there and tell him to get?
Because we don't trust you. That's why. Besides, they might come back tonight and rob us. Now, how about it?
I guess it wouldn't do any good for me to tell you that I don't even know who this feller is.
Salty, will you quit your funning? How about it?
All right, I'll go over there and ask him. But what if he says no?
Then we'll have to kill him. Let's go, men.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, look, old timer, we're trying to get packed and get out of this hotel.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's awful important.
Well, come on. You can talk while we're packing. Go on, talk.
Well, you see, it's about a matter of life and death.
Yeah? Whose?
Yours. You better sit down. This'll take a while. You see, it all started yesterday, right before you boys rode into town. Well, actually, it started 15 years ago, but the part about you started yesterday.
This ain't no joke.
Afraid not.
We either go to jail for a month or get shot.
Afraid so. Just don't believe it. I can't really believe that this is happening. I just can't believe it.
Well, I know just how you feel. I just wish there's something I could do.
There is. Go out there and tell them the truth.
Won't do no good. They won't believe me.
Why not?
Because they don't want to.
Well, it don't make no sense.
Yes, it does. You see, when I first come to Sunville, everybody just quit living. Oh, I mean, they was breathing and everything, but they wasn't really living. Just wasn't nothing to do, and even less to talk about. So I started making up stories. Everybody loved it.
Until yesterday.
Oh, some fellers called me a liar before, but they'd always get over it. But yesterday, everybody was feeling so downright low, and, well, they seen you. And I figured they'd get a big kick out of thinking they had a real bank robber in town.
Well, I hate to disappoint them, but I ain't going to jail for no month.
He did give you a choice, you know.
Oh, that's funny. Very funny.
Just trying to be helpful.
Hey, maybe we could slip out the back way, huh?
No good. They got the hotel surrounded.
What are you sitting there grinning about?
I think I may have an idea that might work.
Well, come on, out with it.
Those fellas out there want Big Jack either in jail or dead, right?
Right.
And Salty wants everybody to be happy, right?
So?
So, Big Jack, it looks like you're just gonna have to die.
Hey, Salty's been in there near half an hour.
Well, he better come out sooner. I'm going to have to leave.
You trying to run out in this?
No, but I only got an hour off for lunch.
The bank's closed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it is.
Hey, look.
Don't shoot! It's me, Salty!
Come on out!
Don't shoot!
Hold your fire. Well, is he coming out or not?
He's coming out, but he won't give himself up.
Well, if that's the way he wants it.
It's not the way I want it. You shoot it out with him and some innocent folks will get hurt. I told him to meet me out here on the street, just him and me.
Just you and him?
That's right.
Why don't you hide back here with us and we'll all shoot him at once? Somebody's bound to hit him.
I couldn't do that. That's again the code of the gunfighter.
The gunfighter?
Yes, sir, Bob the gunfighter. Now, you men just take cover and let a professional handle this. Come on out, Big Jack. I'm a-waiting.
He didn't mean you, Big Jack. He meant that Big Jack.
That's far enough, Jack. You always did like to back-shoot a man, Jack. Now's your chance. Make your play.
corniest thing I've ever seen.
Got him right through the heart.
I know.
Some of you fellas give me a hand, I'll fit him for a pine box.
Well, boys, I think I'll have myself a beer.
I don't know who that Big Jack was, but I'm sure glad he wasn't me.
Never seen anybody shot like that before.
One thing for sure, I don't want that old man around when we hit that bank.
Gentlemen, I'd like to propose a toast to the toughest, fastest gunfighter in Sunville.
Make a chipmunk fight a grizzly bear.
Sorry, from now on, nothing's too good for you. And we'd like to apologize for thinking you was a liar.
Oh, forget it, boys, forget it. I can understand. I can see how it would be hard for a layman to believe the fantastic things that happen to the honest-to-goodness gunfighter.
Not anymore. We're gonna believe everything you say from now on. That's for dang sure.
Well, now that everything's safe, I better get that bank open. Thanks again, Salty.
Oh, think nothing of it. I'd do the same thing again.
Well, let's hope the same thing never happens again.
Well, that reminds me of a little matter that happened up in Montana. It was so cold that your breath would freeze in the icicles coming out of your mouth.
Sorry it took me so long. Fell at the livery stable didn't want to rent me a rig.
There's no hurry now.
Yeah, I guess not. Oh, don't you think we better load the coffin onto the wagon?
We'll fetch it for $1.
All right.
In advance.
It's the first one on the left. You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's in here, a horse? Let's give you back his $1.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This one's light as a feather. Come on, grab it.
I don't know if we should.
What are you whispering about? They can't hear you.
I know that, but...
It don't make no difference. They ain't gonna get any deader than they are right now. Come on, grab it.
$10, $15, $20.
That's correct. And here is your receipt.
Oh, thank you.
I certainly hope we do business again sometime soon.
You bet.
Stay in the saloon?
Yeah, when I left, he was drinking pretty good. I haven't seen anybody go in the bank since the old geezer opened up.
We'll hit the bank in 20 minutes, just before it closes.
You see, these young'uns, they act tough. But it takes an old-time gunfighter to keep his nerve when the chips are down. And, gentlemen, you're looking at a man with plenty of experience.
You know, I was just thinking. There ain't many towns lucky enough to have a fellow with your kind of know-how. Am I right, boys?
Right.
Solly, would you consider being the new sheriff of Sunville?
Me? You want old Salty to be the sheriff?
Will you do it?
Will I wear the badge and everything?
Darn tootin', you'll wear the badge.
All right, boys. I accept.
Let's not take any chances. Run over to the saloon and make sure the old man's still drinking in there.
I was just over there 2 minutes ago.
Don't argue with me. Let's make sure you don't get a second chance with a guy like that. Go on.
Sorry about the bumps, Hog. Have you out in a minute. I'll have you out in a minute, old buddy. Then I'll take the rig back and pick up our horses, come get you. I told you it'd work. Huh? You'd have more faith in your old buddy. I got the idea when I saw that catch you. Anybody here?
Can I help you? Oh, it's you. I was just grabbing 40 winks.
You gave me the wrong coffin.
Now, how do you know that?
Never mind, I just know. Give me the other one.
I can't do it.
Why not?
It isn't here.
Where is it?
My guess would be about 6 feet underground in the cemetery.
Underground? Where's the cemetery?
North of town. Getting so a man can't rest in peace.
And I make you this promise. As long as I'm sheriff of Sunville, you won't have to worry about no bank robbing.
I have been asked to say a few words about our old and dear departed friend, Mr. Our old and dear departed friend, Thaddeus Simpson. And Thaddeus was a man with a great many friends, as we can see by this gathering here today. He was a generous man, and we shall miss him. Excuse me, must be all the flowers. As I was saying, we shall all miss him, because Thaddeus Simpson was the kind of man who loved life, the kind of man who would never say die. Hey! Let's have a little respect for the departed. His passing came as a great shock to his widow. And though they were married only a few weeks ago, she knew the kind of man he was. And no matter how impossible the task, you can always count on Thaddeus to work his way up.
Terribly sorry about this, ma'am.
Hey! What happened?
Never mind. Go to town to get the horses. I'll tell you on the way.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I was sure that was a combination, but I
Quit stalling, old man.
I'm not. I'm not. You just got me so nervous. I must have forgotten.
You better remember it. And quick.
8, right. 13.
You got 5 minutes to open it up.
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. But 13 left. 8. 14 left.
I tell you, I was fit to be tied. I just couldn't believe it when old Salty here snaked a gun out and popped him right in the heart. I tell you, that was something to see. Yes, Salty, have another drink.
No, not when I'm on duty.
Just a little one, eh? Then we can all go outside and you can show us just one more time how you done it.
How done what?
How you gunned down Big Jack. You boys want to see it again, don't you?
Sure.
How about it, Salty?
All right. Don't know why. Why not?
Just Salty!
Then,
You got 30 seconds.
I'll have it open. I'm doing my best.
I hope your best is good enough. You got 20 seconds.
20 seconds. 24 left. Couldn't you come back tomorrow? We're open at 9 in the morning.
You got 15 seconds.
15. That's it. 15. 15. Right. There.
Oh. Good for you, old timer. Sid, you tie him up till I get the cash. All set?
Yeah. How much did we get?
At least 30,000. Let's make sure the coast is clear.
Coast is clear. Go get the horses.
You always did like to back shoot a man, Jack.
Sorry.
Now's your chance. Oh, shut up. Let me go on and finish this. Make your play.
Oh, no, not again.
I ain't gonna try him.
Me neither. Oh, shut up. Will you let me go on? You heard me, Big Jack. Make your play.
Well, we already killed you once. What are we gonna do now?
I don't know about you, but I'd rather spend a month in jail to go through that again.
Get the money.
Wait a minute. You didn't let me do the part where it go bang.
Salty, I thought you'd killed him.
Salty. Salty? We'll try to sit up. Come on. You feeling better?
It'd feel better if it's dead.
Ain't as bad as all that.
Not as bad. I'm a laughing stock of the whole town, that's all. Salty the gunfighter. Back to Salty the old liar. Everything's going so good, too. What went wrong?
Just about everything, Salty.
Yeah, they know I ain't Big Jack now.
Yeah, and they know I'm not what I claim to be. You fellas mind if I ride along with you a little ways?
Where you headed?
Don't make much difference. Just some place where an old man can live out his years without folks laughing at him. Just like to get away without having to see anybody.
Well, it ain't gonna be easy.
Huh? Why?
Everybody's outside, Salty. Across the street, waiting.
That burn it, I don't have to see them. Especially that Bobby Dan. He'll get on me something fierce.
Well, you're gonna have to face them sooner or later, Salty.
Well, why can't they just slip out the back? Make out like I don't know they're there.
Why don't you just go out the front and face them like a man?
Their laugh. I guess they've earned it. Listening to my hogwash all these years. Maybe I'll get lucky and kick off before I get across the street.
Sure do, Salty. Here. When Detective Cartwright there told us how you planned the whole thing from the beginning, just to lure the real Big Jack out in the open, we was mighty proud. And we realized you ain't just a great gunfighter. Salty, you're a great lawman.
The real Big Jack?
You call him red-handed. We got him and his partner back there in the mortuary. Go on, put it on.
Well, I don't really think I ought to wear this. I'm,
Salty. This town needs and deserves a good lawman. You can't let him down now.
Well, I suppose you're right. I was thinking about joining back up with the Texas Rangers, but I guess they can wait. All right, boys. I'll be the sheriff.
Wait till the word gets back. Sunville's gonna be famous all the way to New York. Maybe even to St. Louis. Come on, Sheriff. Let's have a cold one to celebrate.
It sounds good to me. You fellas go ahead. I'll be
you in a minute.
All right, Salty, don't be too loud. Come on.
Where you fellas heading?
Heading home, Salty.
I wish you could join me for a drink.
Wish we could too, buddy, but we really got to be going.
Well, I never will forget you, boys.
We won't forget you either, Salty.
I just wish there was... Well, I wish there's something I could do to thank you.
Hey, there is. Go on down there at the saloon. Tell them one for us.
Hey, Salty! Hey, Salty! Tell us about them Texas Rangers!
Right. Jess Wardell.
Charlie Shepard!
You saw his horse?
Yeah, I saw him.
Well, if we was to put a bullet right at his feet, he might just spook and run off.
Don't make me kill an old friend, Charlie! Come on down out of there!
No shooting, Jess? Your word on it?
You got it!
Here's my gun! I'm coming out! Bullet tore up my arm, burned my side. I'm ready to go. Let's get out of here.
Howdy. Fellas got troubles?
Nothing I can't handle.
Is that a bullet wound? You mind if I take a look at it?
Oh, easy, friend.
It's gonna have to be bandaged, and we're gonna have to get him into Virginia City to a doctor.
No.
Pa's not going to Virginia City, and neither are you.
Medicine and bandages on that pack mule, but I can't very well get him with this gun on me.
Just stay where you are. Hand me your gun, but first, nice and easy. Now you can get up. Where's Jess Waddell?
I don't know him.
Tall man. Gray hair, mustache. And he's riding a sorrel horse.
I ain't seen him.
Who are you, mister?
I'm Horse Cartwright.
You any kin to Ben Cartwright?
My son.
I knew your pa a long time ago. Name's Charlie Shepard. My son Morgan. How's your pa these days?
He's just fine. As a matter of fact, Ponderosa's not far from here, and I can take you there and bandage that up, and you can say hello to him in person, huh?
Obliged to you, but maybe some other time. Morgan, get that rifle off his horse.
Get his rope, too, and hog tie him and leave him here?
Now, that's no way to treat the son of an old friend. The Ponderosa's back that way, huh?
That's right.
You know, that pack horse says you're making no short ride. Where you heading, Cartwright? Line camps? You getting ready to move the herds?
Up to the high country, right?
That's real good news. See, we need a place where I can rest for a few hours. Be obliged if you'd show us those line camps. Not the nearest one.
You'd be a lot better off if you gave yourselves up.
You got us all figured out, huh?
Well, you're tagging a bullet and you're running. I gotta figure you to be outlaws.
You ever figure maybe we're running from an outlaw?
Pa, we gotta move.
Yeah, we're going to. As soon as Cartwright helps me on my horse. You keep him covered, boy.
Do it.
I'll do it. You don't need that gun.
You just put a saddle on him and give him a good hard ride.
Ben? Ben Cartwright.
Jess Waddell.
My goodness. But it sure has been a long time, Jess.
Sure good to see you, Ben.
It's good to see you, too. My goodness, Jeff Waddell. It's been, what, 20 years at least, hasn't it?
Longer than that. I had a chance to figure it out walking in. 27 years and 3 or 4 months.
27 years. Well, I must tell you, time's been good to you.
Well, that's one of those lies old friends tell each other.
Well, what are you doing around these parts?
Well, I was just passing through, but I got a lame horse on my hands, Ben.
Yeah, well, I think we can help you with that, critter. Get you a fresh one. But you're not going anywhere until we can catch up with the ears. You're going to stay for supper, aren't you?
Oh, you know, I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, let's get the horse in the stable. What happened?
Oh, I think you just fooled a tendon. You want a rock star? Yeah.
Gotta be ashamed. Grown man can't pull his own weight.
Here, Morgan, open that door. Here, hold on, let me. mattress. Go take care of the horses.
Oh, no. I'm staying here with Pa.
You do what I tell you, boy, or you take care of him.
Do it, boy, do it. Bring some water first. My mouth's dry as a cotton field.
I'm gonna heat some water. I have to have it for that wound.
You're Ben's boy, huh?
Yeah.
How is old Ben these days?
Just fine.
That's good.
That's good, Ben. Just what I needed.
And it sure cuts the dust in the throat after a long ride.
Sure does.
Jess, let's sit down.
Ben, you and me go back a long way.
Yeah, we sure enough do.
3 of us worked that claim down on Poor Indian Creek. Remember?
Yeah.
You, me, Charlie Shepard.
Yeah.
One whole season, and we divided a profit of $300. I'd say you've done right well since then.
Oh, I've been lucky.
Lucky? Another word for hard work. You want to be a rancher? You sure are one. I want to be a lawman. That's the way I went. Never could figure out what Charlie Shepard wanted.
I don't think he knew himself.
Well, I guess you're wondering what brings me out to these parts.
I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Well, I'm on a hunting trip.
Hunting?
I hunt men. It's the only thing I know how to do. I'm very good at it.
Well, I'm sure you must be.
Back when I was a sheriff, where a wounded man could cross the county line, thumb his nose at me. He can't do that anymore. I go where they go. Bring them back.
You're a bounty hunter.
Some folks say it like it is a dirty word. How do you feel about it?
It's a dangerous game. But if it's done properly and legally, it's a decent enough job.
I thank you for that. To the old days.
To the old days.
Bullet went clean through that arm. It's wedged in your rib cage. It's gonna have to come out of there. It's gonna be a job for a doctor, not me.
I told you. No doctor. There's no hurry. It ain't bothering me any.
This is gonna hurt. Hang on.
Oh, suffering Siwash. That stuff's pure fire.
I had to get that wound clean.
I'm not complaining. Not about you. It's just a high price to pay for something I didn't do.
You know, that outlaw, that Waddell was after the wrong man?
Waddell, he ain't exactly an outlaw. I expect you guessed that. No, he's worse than an outlaw. He's a cold-blooded killer. Only he calls it bounty hunting.
Then you are wanted, huh?
Just me. My boy didn't do anything. He ain't wanted. I ain't done anything either since I got out of Yuma. I sure didn't rob that Salt Lake stage and gun down that driver. Oh, you know, Waddell, me and your pa was all friends. Worked a mining claim. way back when. Close in brothers. Now, my good old friend tried to kill me for $1,000 reward. I was in Mexico when that driver was killed. Ask Morgan, he was with me.
Keep your hand on there real tight. I'm gonna have to have some more water.
I'll get it. I'll have the door inside all the time I'm gone, Cartwright. Don't try and leave.
You are just full of threats, ain't you?
They're not just threats.
No, that's right. They sure ain't. Not to me, they ain't. You in the condition you're in, all I gotta do is wait for you to go to sleep. Then I can take the boy easy.
He gonna get shot?
Ain't likely. Took a lot bigger and better than him. You say he ain't wanted for nothing, huh?
Not by anybody, any place.
Now, in that case, I'm gonna do both of you a big favor. I'm gonna give you some time, let you get you thinking straight. Sure would hate to see that boy hang with you.
Look, he's trying to help me. That's all he's guilty of. Sticking by his paw.
I tracked him to Twin Falls. He picked up a friend there, and both of them headed south. Then I caught up with them again about 6, 7 miles out here in the rocks. Gave them a chance to surrender, and they tried to kill me.
Hey, come on, now, break the gun. Nobody pulls a gun at this house, not even an old friend.
Sorry, Ben.
My son, Joseph, and one of our hands, Candy.
Howdy. Pleasure.
It's just Waddell.
Howdy.
Now, Jess, what's spooking you?
Ben, I tracked those killers to within 7 miles of your house. It's just likely they might show up here.
Why here?
One thing I didn't tell you. The fellow that shot that stage driver was Charlie Shepard.
Charlie?
Charlie Shepard. He turned bad, Ben. Real bad. 8 years in Yuma prison. Wanted now for murder. Tell you something else, too. If I was Charlie Shepard, running, wanted, wounded, I'd stop at the Ponderosa and see my old friend Ben Cartwright.
He hadn't told me he was wounded.
When he tried to kill me, I fired back.
Old friends trying to kill each other.
I told you I hunt men. Charlie Shepard's wanted dead or alive, and I'm gonna bring him in. One way or the other.
Easy, Charlie. Take it easy. Rest.
Heard something. I forgot what it was.
What you heard was Morgan. He's outside chopping wood.
He's a good boy. Man couldn't ask for a better son.
Charlie, let's take a look at that side.
Oh, I told you that bullet ain't bothering none. No need to fuss with it.
If it ain't bothering none, it won't hurt me to take a look with it.
It's all right, huh?
No. It's got real ugly.
You just saying that?
Ain't no use in me lying to you. Here.
Oh, suffer. What'd you want to go do that for?
I had to find out, and I wanted to show you. I just barely touched you, and it almost broke you in half. That bullet's got to come out of there, Charlie. It's got to.
I must be getting old. Time was a little chunk of lead wouldn't even slow me down.
12 more hours, and you ain't gonna get out of that bunk.
2 or 3 days, it'll kill me, huh? time is it?
It's about an hour till sundown.
Oh, Dale ain't found us yet. And he won't now till after sunup in the morning. All right, you better do it. You got any whiskey?
No, I'm sorry.
The doc did some cutting on me in Texas once. He gave me whiskey to deaden the pain.
I can give you a piece of wood to bite on. Maybe that'll help, huh?
Get away from him and drop that knife.
Don't be a fool, Mark. Gonna take the bullet out of me. That's what the knife's for.
All right, Hoss. Go ahead, but be almighty careful.
Bring that pan of water.
Ben?
Yeah.
I tangled these fellers just about right here. Then they rode off this way, turned north and east. What's in this country over here?
Well, it's Ponderosa land, timber and meadows.
These across this line shacks?
That's right.
Probably one of them. They'd have water, wood, place to ford.
10 minutes ago, have a hot roast beef, hot gravy, hot potato.
Well, we'll be right there, Hopsy.
Hurry, please, or you have cold roast beef sandwich.
I think we better do as he says. Now, Jess, set this up right down here.
Yes, sir.
All right, Hopsy, bring it in.
Your cook sure sets a fine table.
He sure does.
This will be the first hot meal I've had in 2 weeks.
Are you been trailing Shepard that long?
Yeah, longer than that. That hot meal I had was back in Twin Falls.
Isn't it tough tracking an old friend?
Well, he quit being a friend when he turned killer. Don't matter whether you know him or not. Bringing in wanted men's hard, dirty business. But it's got to be done.
Is somebody else riding along with old Charlie?
Young feller. Could be his son.
How old a boy would he be?
Early 20s. That's just a guess. Might not be his son. That's another guess.
Did he have anything to do with killing the stagecoach driver?
I don't know. But he took a shot at me, so as far as I'm concerned, they're both felons. Man, this awful good roast beef. Awful good.
Put it down. Back away.
Your Pa tells me that you two are figuring on riding out here in the morning.
That's what he says. That's what we do.
I got the bullet out all right, but he still lost a lot of blood. He tries to set a horse, he's going to lose a lot more.
If he says we ride, we ride. You too.
Don't you think it makes a whole lot more sense if we went to the Ponderosa and got a buckboard and took him into Virginia City?
With the wagon? No way. We'd never get past Waddell.
Oh, I'll take enough men we can make sure we do. Besides that, the sheriff's a good friend of ours, and he's an honest man. He'll see to it you get a fair shake. And if you two were in Mexico when that crime was committed, and you can prove that, you'll walk out of there scot-free.
You're talking to the wrong man. Pa does the deciding.
I'll get a cup of coffee.
Go right ahead.
Morgan, your pa was in Yuma for a long, long time. What were you doing all those years?
Getting kicked and stomped, run out of jobs because my pa was in prison.
What kind of work did you do?
Different kinds. Washed dishes, swamped in a saloon, rode fence, herded sheep. Cowmen beat me up for working sheep, and sheepmen beat me up for working cattle.
Morgan, you and your pa get yourself square with the law, and I'll guarantee you a good job.
Finish your coffee and get on that bunk. I'm gonna tie you up. That way we can both get some sleep.
Morning, Ben.
Morning, Jess. You're up early.
So are you. It gives me a chance to say goodbye and to thank you for your hospitality.
Well, I don't need for that. Your horse is walking pretty good now.
Good, good.
Morning. Pretty good?
Yeah, seems to be fine.
We're riding with you, Jess.
No, taking Charlie is a job for a professional. All you do is just get yourself killed.
We'll have to take that chance.
Ben, I appreciate it, but I don't need you. I don't want you.
You're on Ponderosa land, Jess. Whether you want it or not, we're riding with you.
Friend, don't get in my way.
Coffee sure smells good, Hoss.
Eat you some of them pancakes and that bacon. You need the strength. Hurting you, ain't it?
A little.
That chair ain't trotting, Charlie. What's that horse gonna do to you?
Don't you worry about me. I've been shot up worse than this and rode for a solid week. Where's Morgan?
He's outside selling horses where you sent him, don't you remember?
Yeah, that's right. Getting forgetful in my old age.
It ain't your age, Charlie. It's that wound. You ain't thinking straight.
Hoss, how many sons does old Ben have?
There's 3 of us.
He's a lucky man. I only got one, but he's the best. You'll do to take along.
Yep. It's too bad you haven't been as good a father as he has a son, ain't it?
Well, I ain't been up to my hips in land and money like your pa. I done the best I could.
Did you, Charlie? That old kid's spent half of his life waiting for you to get out of jail. And the minute you get out, you put him to running with you, one step ahead of the law.
He been complaining to you?
Of course not. He loves you too much for that.
Loves me?
Well, he's given up everything he wanted, everything he ought to have. Just to ride with you. I don't know what else you'd call it.
That's right. I guess that's what you'd call love. Kind of a waste, ain't it? Hey, you're right, Hoss. I ain't been much of a father.
You can correct that, Charlie.
I will, I swear. As soon as we get to Mexico.
Make him a wanted man? Put the same brand on him you've carried all your life? Is that what you want for him?
No. No, it sure ain't.
Then give yourself up, Charlie. There ain't no time like the present. Tell him.
How do you feel, Pa?
Fine, Morgan. Just fine.
Think you can ride?
You know it.
Then let's go.
Morgan, wait a minute. Your pa's got something he wants to tell you. Tell him, Charlie.
Later. We'll talk about it later. You go on out. We'll be right with you.
Sure, Pa.
I couldn't do it, Hoss.
Why not?
When a man's as poor as I am, you gotta hang on to what you got. That boy is all I got.
You're gonna get him killed. You know that, don't you?
No. Look, I've been in tight spots before I got out of them. And I'll get us out of this one, too. You'll see. Come on, we gotta get going.
Blood spots. That's Charlie, all right. Met two men here. They rode out together. That makes 4 of them.
Special shoe, heavy on the outside.
Yeah. That's Brown Jim's, one we made for him so he wouldn't cut himself. No, not 2 more men, just 1 man and a pack horse. That 1 man's my son, Hoss.
Your son?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Trying to help him hide?
I'd hardly think so. Candy, right into Virginia City. Get Sheriff Coffee or Clem out here. It's about time the law got involved in this.
Right.
Hold it. Charlie's carrying my bullet. I've tracked him across this whole state. He's mine.
Jess, you want your reward. I want my son alive. Candy, crank us from here. If you can't find us, fire 3 shots.
Will do.
You're going to get your reward. I don't want this thing turned into a turkey shoot. Charlie Shepard and whoever's with him is going to get the full protection of the law.
You tell him that. And he'll kill you while you're doing it. Charlie didn't have this in his saddlebag. Bullet. Somebody's been doing some cutting. They took that out of Charlie, bandaged him up, got him ready to ride. If your son didn't do it, he sure supplied him with what he needed.
What do you expect him to do? Rub dirt in his wound?
Why not? He's a wounded killer. It's what he deserves.
That's where you disagree.
Hey, Pa. Stove's still warm. They can't be more than an hour or two ahead of us.
Ben, if you want to put this stuff inside out of the weather, I'll ride on ahead. You can catch up.
We'll ride with you.
What I figured you'd say.
As soon as I catch my breath, we go on.
This is no good, Pa. We're moving too slow.
I know. Hey, now there's a place to wait for Waddell. He'll never get us out of there.
Charlie, you'll never make it to those rocks.
Yeah, don't you worry about me. I'll make it, just as soon as I get my breath.
You keep pushing yourself like this, and Waddell ain't gonna have to kill you. You're gonna do it for him.
To rest again. That's 4 times in the last 2 miles. Can't be too far ahead now. Time to start being careful. Charlie will be dug in up there just waiting to bushwhack the lot of us. See something up there?
I can't tell. I thought I saw a flash of light up there.
Cartwright. Take a look. Jess brought along some help. Your pa and somebody else.
Yeah. My little brother, Joseph.
Gonna help cut me down. Earn that $1,000.
Not ever. Now you got witnesses. Waddell's gotta let you surrender.
I'm not so sure. Waddell would shoot his mother for $1,000. Get out of sight.
There's no profit in waiting. If you gents will give me some cover and fire, I'm going up there and take
Jess, I told you you're going to get your reward, and you'll get it. I'll go up there and talk to Jess.
Ben, Charlie, you knew's long gone. That man up there'd as soon blow your head off his look at you.
That's as far as you go, Ben.
Start shooting, Charlie. I'm unarmed, Charlie. How's Hoss?
You heard your pa? Tell him.
I'm fine, Pa.
Thank you, Charlie.
I know how you feel. I got a boy of my own.
You're gonna have to give yourself up.
No, Ben, you ain't gonna take me in and hang me for something I didn't do.
You saying you're innocent?
Me and my boy Morgan were in Mexico when that driver was killed.
Well, that's good news.
Ain't it? Only my name's Charlie Shepard. Outlaw, jailbird. They got any unsolved crimes, they pin them on me.
Whereabouts in Mexico were you?
A lot of it, all over.
What town?
What's that to you?
Well, you're gonna have to prove you was down there, and it'd sure be nice if you could remember the town.
Something. I can't remember those Mexican names.
El Paso?
You trying to trick me? El Paso's in Texas.
I'll get you a good lawyer, Charlie.
You're an old friend, Ben, and I'd like to believe you. But there's another old friend of mine down there. Jess Waddell. He's been trying to kill me for 10 days.
Well, I told Jess he's going to get the reward money anyway, so there's no reason for him to want to kill you now. If you're innocent, there's nothing to fear.
I'm innocent.
Then walk down the hill with me.
No, I don't have to now, Ben. You see, I got the whole car. Yes. Your son. You ain't gonna see him alive again. Unless you and the rest of them go on back to the Ponderosa and stay there for at least 48 hours.
Charlie, the sheriff's going to be coming this way.
Well, that's bad news all the way around.
Now, there's going to be some shooting. That'll be the sheriff telling me he's arrived. And we're going to be firing back to tell him where we are. But no more shooting after that, unless you start it.
Going down the hill, Ben.
I want you to think about this, Charlie. Think it through real good. And when you have, you just sing out. And I'll come back up this hill and I'll walk you down.
Ben, go on, get.
Talk to Hoss. He's all right.
What now?
Well, we'll wait. I told Charlie we'd give him a chance to think it through. I think he's going to give himself up.
You ain't gonna take him up on his offer, huh?
Not on your life.
You should. Old kid over here don't remember what town you was in down in Mexico.
He was there. He just forgot.
He's lying to protect you. That's gonna get him 10 years. And it ain't gonna help your case no whole lot when they get through tearing him up on that witness stand either.
My pa's innocent.
Perjury ain't gonna prove that, boy.
Why don't you shut up? Hold it, boy. That's the sheriff coming in. You watch Hoss.
Right up there between those rocks.
Get behind that rock. There's sitting ducks out there.
He's right, Kenny.
Johnny ain't gonna shoot. What'd you shoot him for? Johnny was gonna surrender.
You think he was. He's got no choice. Now he's got another one of my bullets in him.
And that shot could cost my son his life.
Come back where you belong, Cartwright. Oh, I should have known.
He said no shooting. My idea, Pa.
No, it wasn't Ben. He kept his word. It was Jess. I should have known he'd never stop trying.
I'll get some bandages.
No, it's no use, son. You look out after yourself.
I'll look out.
He lied for you, now he's going to kill for you. Why don't you let me stop him?
He's my son. It's my job. I'll take care of it. Don't. I'm giving up, Ben.
Pa!
Oh, no, we got him. Pull it!
Pa!
That reward money's mine. My bullet that killed him.
There'll be no reward. The law won't let you profit from cold-blooded murder. You're gonna stand trial. I think you'll do time in prison.
I'll get him, Pa. I'll get him.
No, son. I lied to you. Trying to get us some money from Mexico. I killed that driver.
Don't try to talk, Pa.
Sorry. Real sorry. You're a good boy. You'll stay that way. For me.
He will, Charlie. We'll give him all the help he needs.